Hello.
Hi.
How are you? I push in on the big part, and then the lever will come out, and you pull on the lever.
Yeah, I see you so fancy. Oh my god, I'm freaking coming.
All right. Let's see what we're gonna do here.
Please use your seatbelt for your safety.
I'm getting it right now.
Yeah, I need to turn that damn thing off. It's starting to irritate me.
Yeah. I know, I was like, the one in the car, and like...
Does that do it in other Ubers too? Is that an Uber thing? Because I was wondering if it was Uber or Tesla, and I'm thinking it's Uber.
Tesla.
That's a Tesla.
Yeah, that's
Well, some other people have told me it happens in other Ubers they get in as well. That fasten your seatbelt thing.
They might have it. Maybe there's a setting. I bet there's a setting in one of your little components.
If there is, I can't undo it because it's like one of those safety things.
Yeah, like bypass it or something.
Well, yeah, you probably can't because it's probably Uber's.
Yeah.
You know, CYA cover their own butt. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, and then like my husband will just beep and I'll beep, 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 and I'm like, this is all you have to do is back up your. I see how you're driving in your car for an hour with that fucking shit going on. Like, it's driving me crazy. Like, how can it not drive you completely crazy?
You having a good evening?
I'm a little stressed out in there. I feel much better now.
Yeah, say that again. You were stressed out?
Yeah, I'm feeling much better now already.
Oh, okay, good. Well, hopefully everything's okay.
Yeah, it's just that I just like moved into that house, and I just got out of prison a couple months back.
Say that again.
I just got out of prison.
I'm happy that you're out.
Yeah, me too. Thank you.
How long were you in?
2 years.
Dang.
Yeah.
So the female, is there a female unit in Huntsville, or is it?
Yeah, there's a lot of them, but I stayed in Plain State the whole time.
Okay.
Because like you can stay there for like up to 5 years.
Okay, gotcha.
But like. Oh my god, it's the worst. It's the worst. Intake unit is the worst. That's where you don't want to be. You want to get the hell off of there as quick as possible.
Really?
Especially if you have to do time. Like if I don't know if I could have made it there much longer than that time.
2 years is a long enough time for me.
I mean, and they say they're installing AC. Okay, so they did install AC units. Okay, but all these years, there's never been AC in prison.
Okay.
In Texas, all other states have ACs, but in Texas, where we're not allowed to keep our animals outside of the air conditioning. There's no AC at the prison,
Yeah.
And so it's really, really hot. And but they installed the ACs on a hoop. They ran out of money halfway through the construction, so they stopped installing them. Then one of the AC components they installed backwards, like the generator thing. They installed it backwards. Yeah, and I was like, I was looking at that and I was watching it, I was like, is that the right way?
Do you need more air, ma'am?
No, I'm okay.
Okay.
I was like, probably good.
Oh, okay. No, go ahead.
Is that the right direction? And I don't know shit about AC, but I was married to an electrician once, so sometimes I think I am one, And,
That's like I slept at a Holiday Inn once.
Right, okay. So I'm like, I'm like, but the other components aren't facing that way, and I see because they had like poured the slabs, the concrete slabs, and they put the air conditioning units, and then they did like, like the duct work like on the inside.
Yeah.
So that's where you're getting your air from. But that one was facing the opposite direction. I was like, that one's not the same as the rest of them. No, sure shit, they posted it. It was the wrong way.
And how long did it take them to fix it?
They still haven't fixed it.
Really?
They still haven't fixed it. And then the ones that they had originally installed, they were working good. Now they're going out, and they haven't even got the other ones installed yet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then the kitchen won't pass inspection for Huntsville, so they kept shutting the kitchen down. So they're bringing like sandwiches and shit to the dorms, which doesn't sound bad in theory, but you're not the one eating those sandwiches.
Yeah, I've been doing Uber for about a month and a half now. You are the 4th person passenger I've had that has been in the Texas state prison system.
Yeah.
And there's all of them have different stories.
Yeah.
But the one common theme is the food sucks.
Oh my God, it's so bad. And even like me, I made full commissary every store.
Well, that's what I was told that, and apologies, I just didn't, because that was another common theme is how important commissary was.
Yeah, oh, it's like if you ever have somebody they love in prison, make sure they're bunny on the road. So
right.
And you have to. I mean, just some of that stuff is just I don't think we're supposed to be eating it. And like they raise their pigs, on TVC, they raise their pork, but they're feeding those pigs like pork, and we're not supposed to do that. Like you're not supposed to have cannibalism pig. You're not supposed to eat that. It doesn't get passed by the FDA. And like I mean, so it's just like weird shit like that going on. It's just nasty. And but even I make full store so you get a commissary 2 to 3 times a month. And I would go every time, and I would make your max is $200 or whatever it was, $100, $200, whatever it is. And I would max out the whole spend. And then even that shit, I was like, it'd be like eating at the gas station every day.
Oh. For
every meal, every day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that's what it is. It's chips and fucking ding dongs and sodas and shit.
But probably not even that good.
I mean, it's basically what it is. It's just ridiculous. And you just get so sick of it. And then on top of that...
Well, we're running into some bad weather here.
Yeah, I saw that it's supposed to be starting to rain. And
yeah.
It's going to rain.
Right.
And stop and it's going to get pretty soon. Yeah, and then you got everybody who works there. And so you got to deal with that all day long. And I'm like, I don't understand that at all because you came here.
They were like the employees or other inmates?
Employees.
Employees,
yeah,
okay.
Employees. For some reason, there's a huge amount of
Go to work, TDC, Texas Department of Corrections?
Right.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
That's where they work, and I don't know why.
It would be like not the first thing I would think of for.
It is. And then, they're just assholes, and they're just like, okay, you're an intake, so I guess I kind of understand but not really. They keep you stuff. Your house according to your behavior, you know what I'm saying? So like you're with people who commit the same kind of crimes as you, or have been in about the same amount of trouble as you have, or stuff like that. So it's not like I'm gonna be in a dorm with a buggy who caught some baby on fire or something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they're like at intake, those people are all in a whole different building in K-dorm. You're not really classified yet. And during intake is when you get classified.
Okay. And so intake is when you first go to prison?
Yeah, when you first get there.
So you haven't been processed. They're still doing your paperwork, and you're not general population yet.
Right. You're still, you're still in there's intake dorms on one side, and then there's housing dorms on the other side, but it's not a very big unit.
Oh, Lord.
And then,
that's what we're going.
You're on like a hobby unit or something, that's where they put like mostly violent offenders or people who can't behave.
Yeah.
Shit like that. Okay, well now I understand you walk around and act like an asshole all day. Right, I get it. But when you're in a low risk dorm, when you're at the CO in a low risk dorm and it takes like, I just don't see the point. What is the reasoning for walking around acting like that? Like, these people are non-violent drug offenders, or like non-violent, like money crime.
Yeah.
Calm down. Like, it's just horrible. And like racism isn't as bad. I would say I've been there before when I was younger, and back then it was bad. It was white people and black people, and that's just what it was. And Mexicans and white people kind of each other. But the black people states that were in, there was a lot of race public. But that I didn't see too much of this time. But I think in general in the society it's not as bad now.
Oh, really?
I don't think so. Because like back then there was like there was interracial relationships and all that kind of stuff wasn't really happening back then.
In the
now,
prison?
No, anywhere.
Oh, gotcha.
But like now it's not really. Like,
yeah, now it's not a big deal.
Yeah, so I think that is bad, but the lesbian shit. Okay, that's what most people are fighting over. If there's fights in prison, it's usually over commissary or
relationships.
Yep. And that gets real fast.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Ooh, we are running into some deep doo-doo here. Yeah, we'll be fine though.
Yeah.
So go ahead, keep going.
Oh yeah. No, I mean it's just like, bitch, you have a husband, a baby daddy, a boyfriend, and 6 kids at home. You're not gay. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're in here having a whole fight over these females. Yeah, it's just like, that gets to be a lot. But they do, you have tablets now. Securus signed a contract with TDC, so everybody in TDC has a tablet. And so everybody has their own phone. When I was there before, there were no phones at all. And so you can use the phone. You can write emails to your people. You can watch movies. You can rent movies. You can play games and shit like that. So that does help. That helps a lot. And you can kind of save yourself like that,
Yeah.
But it's nothing to do. You go to work. Come back to your dorm, hot ass dang dorm, and you. No, I know you're talking shit, but I just don't know. And that's why you'll be back. That's why you'll be back. I'm like, okay, go get the fuck away from me, and it's just,
holy moly!
It's bad. It's very bad.
Jeez Louise, it is coming in hard.
Yeah. So I was just like, and I had to get out of there. I didn't even go home. I had to go to another county first. So I had a bid for it. So I go do that. That sucks. But I'm here now. So I just moved into this house with a friend of mine I've known for years and years. He's older than me, but I've known him stuff in my early 20s.
Good guy.
Oh yeah, really good guy. But it's a little ass trailer, and it's a little ass fucking room, and like, went to my storage, and I got, my husband sold our house while I was in prison. He travels for work, so he stays gone most of the time, And he came back to help me get the set up for everything, and like, I'm like literally having an anxiety attack in that fucking room. Those rooms in this trailer, they're not huge. And I'm okay with that, and I'm very grateful, believe me. He doesn't make me pay rent, he doesn't make me do anything, like he just wants to help me just get, adjusted. And
right.
So I'm extremely thankful. But, oh my God, I was like, can you just stop touching stuff? All I want you to do is paint the walls and put the furniture where I said I want it. That's it. Don't do anything else. Like nothing else. I can't find my clothes. I can't find my stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's just like, it's hard to walk around in there. And I was like having to pull everything out of the closet. And he's like just sitting there on the bed looking at me like an idiot. And I'm just like, I mean, you can either help me find this shit or you can get out. Don't just sit there and look at me like an idiot because you're pissing me off. Because I haven't even said anything. I'm like, oh, you're pissing me off. You're pissing me off. So just stop. Don't just sit there and look at me. Like,
yeah.
So whatever. But once I get unpacked and stuff, okay, then I'll be okay. But
no, I'm with you.
Yeah. And I mean, we had a big house. Like, I had a big house. I've raised 5 kids, and I had a grandbaby, and I also adopted a kid. So I was always used to, like, having a lot of room. I'm almost spoiled, and like, so it's just an adjustment that I'm just gonna have to deal with for this product. So I'm like so glad for Ubers now because, we don't have our licenses,
You got what?
They take our licenses.
Oh, do they? See, you don't have, I'm gonna go on. This is, my gosh, let me get over here. It is coming through hard right now.
So always no lights on. They're also power. Little thing.
My gosh almighty. Look at this. It's coming in like sheets.
Yeah.
Well, only got a mile and a half to your destination. I hope it doesn't flash flood too much that we get stuck, but I think we'll be good.
My Mustang, my last Mustang like that. Oh my god, I was so upset because I was in Conroe and it just came out of nowhere. And this car was like, you know, I had it souped up and it had a special air intake and a port shifter, and it was dropped a little bit and like, you know, in the front, like it went really fast. You know. Then I was all of a sudden pouring down, and there was no where. What do you do? What do you do? I didn't know what to do. I was like, how am I going to avoid getting water stuck up in my shit right now? Like, I don't know how. I just texted Joe. I'm 1 mile away. I'm 1 mile away. Okay. Yeah, it's just raining like that. Oh, okay, I'll be there in a minute. Okay, bye. Y'all are all sitting in the same room.
Say that again?
You're all sitting in the same room.
Who's that?
The people where I'm going.
Oh.
I texted one, I figured
Well, they probably know what's going on right now, right?
nothing.
Have they looked outside?
Are you coming? I'm like, it's raining. I just texted Joe.
Look out the window.
Right.
Yeah, it's getting a little bit of standing right now. Hopefully, should be good. I'll just keep moving forward. That's all we can do.
That's all I can do. That car. Oh my god, I'm so upset. I'm so upset. I'm in that car.
Man, it is coming in just like sheets of rain and wind. The car's handling it good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
see, we got some standing water.
You're good.
Yes, it's got one really, really good aspect of a Tesla in this kind of weather is the low. Yep, except for that is the low center. It's all the weight is at the bottom. Now,
Right.
that doesn't do anything for staying in water, obviously.
Right.
Yeah, this is the kind of weather, technically, you're not supposed to be out in. But we're here. When we started, it was fine.
Right.
Like, do you see how quickly that changed? That was crazy.
Well, it was raining about this morning, I think, when I woke up. Or that might not have been morning. I don't know if that was raining.
Not much further, 0.4 miles.
Well, how far did you go after that?
Oh, I've got another ride, but yeah, they may cancel on me because it's going to be a while before I get to them.
So you live on the side of town?
Yeah, I live in the Kingwood, Humble, Itasca, a new border area.
Yeah. It's so crazy to me that Kingwood, Itasca, and Porter are considered the areas. Like Porter, like I don't associate Porter with Itasca and Kingwood. You know,
They're all a little bit different culturally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Porter and New Caney
Yeah,
are definitely different than, say, like Kingwood and Splendora. They're different than like Kingwood and Atascocita, and those are different than Humble.
Yeah, yes.
All like 3 completely different cultures.
Yeah, and then Conroe, but
Well, Conroe is kind of its own thing. But Cleveland's definitely. Oh, look at that. We're getting over for an emergency vehicle?
Oh, yeah.
Hold on a second.
I was like, oh my God, are we getting pulled over? What the hell?
No, we moved over for an emergency vehicle.
Yeah.
Now, is it going to get back out though? And it is. Wow. Okay.
So are you from Texas? So no?
Yes, ma'am. I am from the great state of Tejas. Yeah, you know what? It doesn't even matter. Yeah. Something great just happened, but you know what? You know what? Keep telling me about. So you just got out of prison, huh?
What just happened?
No, I want to hear it. So you. So how long ago was it that you got out of prison?
So I got out at the end of November, and I left the state in January.
Nice. You left. So you got out in November, and you left what in January?
I left the state. I went to West Virginia.
Oh, it's called a state. You go into something called a state.
Another state.
Oh! I thought you meant like it's like a next thing,
no,
like from prison that you got to go to this thing called a state.
No.
Oh, you just went to another state.
Not even a state sale, no.
No. You just went to another state.
Another state. Yeah.
But okay, so for my question is, you got out of prison in November.
So yeah, the end of November.
Okay.
And I just got back to Texas in the middle of March.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Awesome. Man, this is like a circuitous route that this place that we're going to. We had to do like a loop-de-loop.
Yeah, I thought that was cool too. I don't think this comfort has been here that long.
There's say that again?
I don't think this hotel has been here that long.
Oh, okay, maybe that's what it is. Yeah, but it's like we had to do a clover leaf.
Yeah. My wife.
And yep. Well, it looks like it's over here on the right.
Oh, okay.
At least based on the navigation.
Yeah, I don't know. Everything is so different. Like in 2 years, a lot changes.
Oh yeah.
Like where I was like,
especially in this area, in northeast Houston.
Yeah.
No, what is it doing it again? Getting over for another emergency vehicle? It heard something. Did you hear like an emergency vehicle? I heard a siren. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that was interesting. So why I was excited, we're on full self-driving.
Oh.
And the car.
It's pulling itself over.
Yeah. Where now? It's like I think the navigation's screwed up right now, ma'am. I need to figure out where I'm gonna pull over to the side. 323. Yeah, I may need to enter it in manually. Is it this place right here?
See the Comfort right
Okay, Comfort
yeah.
in. All right. Yeah, see, the navigation is like playing whack-a-mole, but that's normal. Look at this right now.
Yeah.
So it's the Comfort Suites.
Yes.
Alrighty. Well, you have been a pleasure of a passenger.
Oh, thank you so much.
I wish that the skies hadn't opened up on us while you were with me, but it's been nice talking to you, and I learned a lot. You got a great attitude for something. Do you mind me asking, and you tell me to shut the hell up, what happened that you had to go to prison, ma'am?
I was selling drugs.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Well, that'll do her.
Yep, man.
That'll do her every single time.
Do you know that you get more time for Mandel than you do for Capital One murder?
You get more time for
Rider cancel.
Manufacturing and delivery.
Oh, man, it's called Mandel.
Mm-hmm.
You just taught me something new.
Mm-hmm. Yep, you get more time for that than you do for Capital One.
Wow. That's incredible.
Yeah. Something like 45 years, but I got my lawyers following up.
So you got hooked up a little bit. Even though 2 years sucks, you still got made out better. And
Have a good day.
You too. Push on that button at the top and then push out on the door at the same time. There you go. You got it. Now you're a Tesla. Tesla.
All right.
Oh, I like your boots.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. You have a good one.
You too.